it's Tree from Tree Essentials, and today I wanted to talk to you about something close to my heart, and that is about how to actually get your hair growing and thriving with low maintenance. Yes, the lowest. I mean, don't touch your hair. Stop touching your hair. And we're going to start talking about that, and as well other practical ways to get your hair growing and thriving. So let's go ahead and dig in. And what does Creator have to say about those things? I will tell you a little further. First, when I say don't touch your hair, no, I'm not saying don't take care of, don't keep maintenance. I did not say that. I said stop touching your hair, meaning stop doing so many different styles. Stop getting your hair done every week. Stop fixing your hair every single day, trying to keep it in the most perfect way. Guess what? Your hair loves its natural thriving self. It loves to not be touched. And don't forget, like I always tell you, you are like a plant. Your hair is like a plant. You do not touch on plant leaves every second of the day, because if you do, eventually it will get weak and brittle and dry. And that's the same thing with our hair. When we are putting maintenance and manipulating on a daily basis and doing many different pieces to our hair growth, we are actually situating ourselves for brittleness, breakage, and thinning. And it's not something that you have to do too much, because low maintenance is something you can do early in the morning and late at night. It's something you don't have to touch it all day, every single day. You actually don't even want to put your hands through it even in the morning. You're more so touching your scalp. That's the lowest maintenance that you can go in the ends of your hair. When I'm saying don't touch your hair, I am saying stop manipulating it. Manipulating, just like humans, how they try and manipulate and make it in a certain ways to get things done. Same thing when we do our hair. If we are flat ironing every single day, that is a manipulation. If we are brushing it every single day, that's a manipulation. If you are combing it every single day, that is a manipulation. It's not necessary. Yes, we want to look beautiful and bountiful. That is why it's beautiful to use protective styles, and as well using things such as like braids or wigs or crochets, and leaving your hair sew-ins, things of that nature. And if you don't want to do that, braid your hair down, call it a day, 2 side, 2 buns. And yes, switch it up on a moment every time you're getting it done, because I'm not saying you don't want to look stylish. That doesn't mean you have to look ugly. It just means stop switching it up every single moment. It's not a necessary thing to do, because beauty is adorned from within. It says that even in the Bible, that you are not to be adorned by your hairstyles, your gold, and your jewelry. And God did not say we cannot wear those. I wear them often when he's talking about using your inner beauty. And honestly and truly, natural beauty is the very best thing that we could possibly do, because when you are in your natural state, you are actually showing all the beautiful pieces, all the flaws become your beauty. And I just think it's a magnitude of beautiful glory. Now, when I'm saying as well, when you're in your natural and not manipulating, that does not mean not taking care and doing a routine. Yes, you need to moisturize your scalp. Yes, you need to seal your ends. But that does not mean running your hands through your hair like you're Rapunzel and having to climb up and down. Like, it's not necessary. And God told us to be still in moments so that we can get the best answers. And that's the same thing with our hair growth, because actually when we're not touching it as much, you are allowing the earth us to feel the senses around us. You are giving yourself the opportunity to breathe. And that's really what it needs. Our hair is in a growth cycle about 90% of the time. Now, if you are combing through it, you're breaking pieces off in that cycle. If you're brushing through it, you're breaking pieces off. Now, you don't want to do any of those things even when your hair is dry, because that can break it off too. What I'm trying to say is consistency is key, a regimen is key, but manipulation is not the key. It's not the answer. You do need to do deep conditions in between, do some steam treatments every so often. Sometimes you may need addition of protein, and you need to use a professional that you trust to determine and show you the things. And if you're able to, you can start reading your hair on your own and start doing these things at home as well. One thing that is best about not manipulating is you start to learn your curl pattern, you learn your texture. You as well get to the point where on your hair growth journey, you are embracing and enhancing into your very better best self. And when I say that, I'm talking about from the inside out. I'm talking about your personal development. I'm talking about your goals. I'm talking about everything. Your hair is like the last thing to worry about, because when you are working and focusing in on other pieces of your life, that's when your hair is thriving, because you're getting stressors decluttered out of your body, out of your brain. And do not forget, your hair thrives off of the blood-brain barrier. That is the area of stress deregulation, emotional regulation, and woosahing. And all these things are really key answers to the growth that you are seeking. At the end of the day, when you are in your hair growth journey, you are bettering you. You are looking for glowing skin. You're looking for growing nails. Yes, I had a moment. Some of them broke, so I just clipped the rest off, but you can start seeing them growing back. Basically, you are on a cycle. Manipulation is a part of a cycle, even in emotions. When people manipulate you, are you happy about that? No, your hair is the same. You can start sensing the environment around you a lot easier when your hair is not being always forced into certain ways and spaces. And I'm not just talking about just in a styling space and moment. I'm talking about in everyday life. There's no reason to be manipulating on a daily basis, because that is not the way to get the keys to life. You really need to be working in on how you can be your very better best self, because integrity and character is everything, and it does show. And your hair has its own character. You are unique. You should be embracing yourself and living your very better best life. And at the end of the day, when you start embracing your natural beauty, it's truly hard for anybody to get in your way, because if people are in your way and you're embracing yourself, it's really like they don't matter. And your hair is really an essence of, honestly, your very better best being. It is something that once you start embracing more and more, it starts to just thrive and grow, because you are happy, you are loving, you are brilliant, you are in peace, you are in a joy mode, you are in a beautiful mindset, and nobody can really take that from you. And you wake up in the morning, of course, get and doll yourself up, but you don't have to touch as much. I have on what I told you already, and it makes me really happy, because I'm seeing so much growth as I maintain under as well. So in that manipulation process, I need you to note that you do have to make sure that you are making some type of regimen to keep up with your own growth, making sure you're getting enough sunlight, getting enough nature, getting enough positive energy in your day, setting time for your self-care. Now that right there, that can be a trick for us to become our very better best self. And that is a cool manipulation if you are in a downward phase. And with that being said, in that process, if you are somebody that is feeling a little low and you're like, I can't even get started on that, go ahead and take you some magnesium. When you take you some magnesium, that actually gives you benefits for your mental health, and that can assist in your hair growth journey tremendously. Magnesium is even a higher, better mental health medicine, and it's a mineral that our body needs than Prozac, which is a mental health medication that some people have to take because it is prescribed. What I'm trying to say is, let's not, while I'm talking manipulation, all of that, especially on stressful, high, intense times, maybe you're studying, maybe you got a lot going on in life, you don't want to be manipulating your hair every single day, because it starts becoming like a chore. And so when you think about it, when you're just spraying and maintaining and doing the growth, and of course washing it when necessary, you are actually bringing yourself to a place of balance without putting all the extra stress that you are enduring into your hair growth process, if that makes sense, because you don't need to touch it that much. I just need to do this and go. And so you're not transmitting all the extra stresses into your body, which again, the blood-brain barrier. God gave us the fruits of the spirit, and there are 9 of them: joy, peace, content, discipline. Somebody coming, I think. Thought I heard somebody behind me. Joy, content, kindness, patience, and that is a part of that process of not manipulating, is letting yourself embrace the moment and going with it. Because yes, it may look like not what, oh, it gotta be neat like how our families always taught us, but your hair is thriving. And think about it, out in nature things grow wild, and when you give yourself the opportunity to let it actually thrive, it's gonna grow out. You can't keep it neat forever because it's growing out of your scalp. So you should be actually excited when you start seeing that type of thing. Now, it may not look the cutest, but that is where you can start like using rubber bands to close off, not making them too tight, of course, and of course allowing your expert stylist assist you on your journey, and you learning different methods to keep protective styles in longer. But a part of that manipulation, making sure you're getting the right natural oils and butters. That is going to really increase the opportunity for the hair growth to keep going and thriving. And I am, again, an advanced natural hair consultant. I can assist you with your hair types, your hair textures, especially if you're dealing with different medical conditions, because I is a certified wellness specialist. So I can really help you get in a balanced key in place with your hair growth journey. Now, what I am trying to tell you is, first, you can check out my free community first, because I have so much information in there as well that can assist you on your journey to get you started all on your own. What I'm trying to say is, you be a best advocate. You start embracing your natural self. Waking up in the morning, looking at yourself, yes, I'm bomb, and going ahead and actually enjoying and embracing the pieces that are within you, even if it doesn't look the cutest, because you are bomb regardless. And you can start wearing cute little beanies and different little cute little hats and things to cover up the new growth that's coming, because that's what we're aspiring for, right? And eventually then you can start manipulating in more, but you'll start noticing, like, I probably don't want to keep doing this if I want it to grow even more. So it just starts becoming a life journey, and it's something that is truly phenomenal, because you start learning yourself even more, and you just start loving you even more too. That's what it's all about, a self-love, self-care journey. And with that being said, I again am Tree from Tree Essentials, and we are restoring our tree to grow essentially. And yes, our hair is a tree because we are like a plant, and we have the ability to plant seeds, inspire others, and inspire change. And I look forward truly to working with you, and I will see you the next time, either day in or night, whenever you're watching this. So you have a good day. All right, bye.